It was long, it was hard, but that's the way GODSENT like it. And they get the first map done, and they finally pick it up, 16-14, but it's time to see if Sticker was right, and they have solved those issues coming into Nuke.
Yeah, big questions, right? We were talking about it a little bit off camera as well. I mean, 16-8 last time these guys played. Yeah, okay, maybe you fix your problems, but man, that's a resounding, dominant win for Illuminar when they both versus on Nuke just yesterday. And that's another question. Just yesterday, how much can you change in 24 hours? Well, we're going to have to find out. GODSENT, they're a map up in the series, but they head to the danger zone, the unknown territory, the nuclear warfare of this map. And yeah, I don't know where this is going, to be honest. Illuminar, man, they looked really good in that previous map, right? They looked like they had complete control over that second half, and then Madden starts throwing in these big flanks, and there you go, the map gets closed. Michael Ellie with some close orb shots as well. So yeah, fantastic stuff from the likes of GODSENT. Is it going to be enough to take them forward to a 2-0? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I did say earlier I could see it going 2-0, but you know, you do speak a lot of sense in terms of that opening matchup was a bit of a blowout coming in from Illuminar, but there is always the caveat, oh, it's the opening match of the best of one, it's the opening game of the tournament. There's always that playing into it. So maybe a few issues have been fixed on GODSENT, but will it be enough to get it over the line? Nuke is ready to go here into the pistol. It's going to be GODSENT on that CT side and Illuminar on the T side.
That is the one positive, right? GODSENT starting on the favored side, considering it's Illuminar's map pick. Crystal's got those dualies again, classic. On top of the hut he goes. Michael Ellie pushing ramp, and there's a lot of players waiting for him. Reitz in the corner, and he gets the kill. More players coming through, though. Reitz with another one, and it is a stomp from Stomp. And the rest of Illuminar holding onto the lobby as GODSENT lose every single fight but one. Just 10 left outside, trying to battle Innocent. He's got him trapped in a corner, but he is the one that's caged. It's a pistol round win for Illuminar as they start things off on the right foot.
Illuminar seem to be really good at T-side pistols. We've seen that on Overpass as well. It was just brutal. They just walk in very quick, get it done. They just want to get it over and done with very quickly, and they've done it yet again. 1-0 up, Illuminar off to the good start. They'll get the rifles out immediately, and GODSENT again going for the force buy. Madden with the Mag 7, such a proficient weapon in this on this map. You know, you can play top hut, you can play close towards the ramp room. So many places you can play with this Mag 7, and that's exactly where he's going with it.
Oh, nice chunky shot, gets the first, but the trade is in so fast from Reitz. Already this site lost here for GODSENT. They've got to play for retaking. They don't have a kit for it as well. That's going to make matters worse, but Stico makes matters better. A quick D-kill onto Mono, and now the bomb planting coming in for Illuminar. Retake time for GODSENT.
Oscarish with Mac 10, Innocent in below as well, and towards Heaven, flash in. And just hold and bide their time. Finally a kill. Innocent will drop Crystal, pushing on forward. Reitz looking to line them up. He's got the one kill as Michael Lele hits the deck. A 2v2, and GODSENT are doing good work. No kit though, and that's a big problem coming into this retake. They've got to get on the bomb very quickly now, and just no chance of winning it. Stico falls away. 4 HP, starts an AK, but doesn't get the hang on for it for long, as it's a 2-0 start from Illuminar.
Fine, Innocent says as he grabs it back. The AKs at least get held on for another round. But yeah, GODSENT make it nice and close. Madden's actually brought up another Max 7 straight away into this round. I kind of like to see that.
Yeah, I think it's a good investment. I think obviously, if you're likely to get one kill with this gun, and as soon as you get one kill, it's good enough. You know, you'll have enough money moving into the next round to get a buy anyway. You just want to try and cause a few problems. It's so viable in so many different parts of this map.
And that's the thing, if you save it, you can use that in a rifle round. Absolutely no problem.
Definitely.
Yeah, look at where he's playing. He's inside the hut. That's a perfect position. Illuminar, if they walk into that, they probably die. So, Madden waiting in the wings. Let's see if that has any results in this round. Double secret setup. Stico's on the ramp. Oscarish running into the Deagle, and that's going to be a free kill for Stico, jumping around the corner. Innocent has somehow gotten into heaven, and he is going to be trying to rain down death from above.
Oh, Crystal, no way. Not like this, Innocent. You can't let that happen. Crystal nearly turns and finds it with the flank. The Mag 7 nearly picking up a kill, but Madden, the door swings wide, and Stomp has dropped. And that will be all on towards Stico. The Deagle in his hands. A 1 versus 4 to try and recover, and it's not going to happen. Reitz takes his head off. 3-0 for Illuminar.
Oh, Madden went on a wild goose chase there through the lobby, really having to hunt down these players, but shotgun isn't successful. He still has 4,300, so that's enough for a rifle with armor.
Did they close the door on Madden?
Yeah.
So that is definitely some BM.
Insult to injury. Salt in the wound. Mad in the Madden.
Well, Zen goes in towards the warehouse towards that side. Stomp with the AWP. Hasn't quite spotted anything just yet. He has got Mono up on top of Silo to back him up, but Crystal's rotated in towards the lower bomb site already. He wants to get towards Secret. Innocent is already through here towards the top of the Secret stairs. Crystal holding in towards the bottom area. Nade coming in towards lobby. Oscarish just holding on to see if there's any aggression coming through, and I think that's the right call from Illuminar. Just taking this slow, spread out default, holding for any potential aggression from GODSENT.
Yeah, they're going back towards ramp as well, assuming maybe the GODSENT have taken numbers off of this position. Those earlier outside smokes at least being covered by the fact that Crystal is down lower, and he knows that there's only one man here. It's Innocent, trying to make a bit of a ruckus. Crystal ready with a smoke as soon as he spots that cross, and now pressure being put on the A-bomb site. Innocent's going to come back up, and they go through the door. Madden waiting in the wings. He gets one. Zen dropping Innocent, coming back from outside, and Michael dropping the bomb on the site as well. GODSENT winning every single battle. Crystal's coming from the backline, and that orb is going to get silenced as well. A free upgrade for GODSENT as they head forward. They don't take it, though. I think they wanted to, but they missed it.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? In competitive rule set, the freeze time for when you win the round and try and pick up weapons is so small.
Yeah.
Completely different than matchmaking. So trying to pick that up is just so difficult. And sometimes when the E fails you, it's all over.
Yeah. The E is a cruel mistress at times. What's this smoke? I don't even know.
I think it looks like it's definitely going inside of the A-bomb site. So there we go. That's all.
Incorrect, young Ding. It landed in hell.
Okay.
That is mad, though. I've not seen that one.
Yeah, I have not seen that either.
At least not that specific lineup. You know, I've seen smokes going over the top, but yeah, fast play from Illuminar regardless. They're wrapping yard with that smoke, and Zen's making noise in the Molotov. He's still going to get a kill from his position, but the trade is in. Reitz can climb above. Stomp's got this open garage as well, and there's a man in main to watch out for.
Reitz making sure there's no one hiding back in CT as well. Also great for patience, nearly paying off as Sticko wanted to get aggressive towards the top of the secret stairs. He gets the info he was looking for though, and that's that there is a player up there. Sticko rotates towards the lower bomb site, flicks open the doors and sticks around to see if anybody's chasing him, when in fact there is no one. Instead, Crystal. Patience paying off for the first kill, but he wants more. The USP pulled out, sees the AWP and decides to fall back inside of the bomb site. Definitely the right call, they've got the advantage.
Yeah, the door's open as well. Mono would have caught him, but he's just a couple seconds late to this angle. So walking out onto A, he needs to find value from this position, but no one's giving him a fight. They're hiding at the back of the site. Crystal getting caught. There's that heaven play for Reitz coming in late, and he almost gets a knife out in time. Michael there to trade. Just Mono on the site, late from the door with a second, and Sticko giving him control, allowing him to pick that bomb back up and go for the plant.
Mono heads towards the safe side of the cylinders, going for the plant. He will eventually fully stick it, and Sticko's making the right play. Yeah. Coming up on top of this height, so difficult to deal with. He has the advantage, and the headshot is in. Sticko wins the 1v1, and GODSENT will go to 2.
I wonder if he goes around to find the AWP. Yeah, there it is. Grabs it on the site, so that's an upgrade as well for GODSENT. And big play from Sticko to disengage at the right time. Allow that bomb plant to come in. It will be extra money for Illuminar to buy up in this round if they want, but that would be a force with some players not quite having the required cash for rifles. We'll see what they opt to go with. GODSENT, on the other hand, are going to be all fine and dandy despite losing 4 players in that previous round. It means they don't have money to fall back on, but they can at least buy here and now. Pistols and armor. Not a full investment, but enough to get the smokes for the yard. Illuminar going to try and cross outside, but Molotov's thrown down by GODSENT. Actually don't do a whole lot in terms of denying those smokes. They land pretty well anyway.
Oh,
that grenade is great.
Yeah, that is perfect. Timing on it was exact as it lands on Innocent, but then holding on as they try and get in towards the A-bomb site. Reitz finds one of the P250 a second as well. So quick on the pistol whips. As he looks back, it's Innocent, in fact, who picks up one more on the P250, and this is not the way GODSENT would have wanted this to go.
Yeah, they're trying to isolate this player in the garage. That bomb is under their control as well. Mono trying to fight with a pistol. The trade is in from Innocent. He's making it work, but Sticko last alive again, up for the clutch. Reitz is in the A site, but Sticko doesn't know that just yet. He's walking out, no armor. Sticko just finds a quick headshot. Perfect play.
You can always rely on Sticko.
Yeah. It's great to see him in this team as well. very much undervalued over on Mouse Sports.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think they realized that when they got rid of him.
Yeah.
And wanted him back immediately. Unfortunately, Mouse Sports didn't do too good when he came back either. I think it was kind of...
I mean, they had snacks as well, so remember that. You know.
That definitely did hinder them. But unfortunately, Sticko has always been looked at as a support player. But the thing is, he's such a talented player as an individual as well.
Yeah, clutch. Very clutch. As he's shown us, back-to-back 1v1s won by Sticko.
Important ones as well, because you don't want to lose those pistols. They've done it already, and Sticko has bailed them out. And Nuke is one of those maps where Sticko really does step up and elevate his skill level. We've seen huge performances from him. It's very effective on the T side as well in terms of his entry ability, so that's something to look out for in the second half.
Well, outside has been cleared somewhat by Illuminar. Oh no, he had a gap, but it doesn't play in his favor. Oscar sees him from above. Michael covering this cross down secret as well, but they want to fight towards main. Moving back into their view, and oh, he's not quite there in time. Stomp's able to take him down with the Krieg. And now Heaven being gifted over. Illuminar can wrap this A site from above.
Well, Innocent is ready for it. Sticko this time will not get away with his life. This happened quite a few times. Multiple different players from Illuminar taking that approach. Madden has the right read and drops Oscarish from Heaven. But at this point, still looking difficult for GODSENT to recover it. Madden's still aware of the possibility another player could be coming through, but Crystal has stopped Stomp. The SG looking to try and get rid of the German in-game leader, and it's successful. It will all be on Madden, who has been absolutely nuclear for the side, and he's looking to do it again. But he walked into the fire, and that's not exactly the winning approach.
Scared of taking a fight, wanting to isolate a duel rather than just go right into another engagement, and instead walks back into the flames.
You just got to laugh that off, though. You just got to find that funny, see the humor in it, and move on, because it was definitely the right decision to try and get away from the fight. Just a little bit unfortunate that Molotov spread towards him. 4-3, Illuminar with the rifles in play. GODSENT taking a little bit of a force buy here with the pistols and armor.
Oh, that's a nice start, though. One of them already finding a kill. Reed's getting picked up. Oscarish is going to trade towards ramp as those pistols continue to get aggressive, but it's still a 4-on-3. This is a weird start for GODSENT. Illuminar now just have to hold off. Innocent stuck outside, pinched between two players. Does take down Zen, but the pistol in his backline doesn't matter. Second kill. 20 HP the difference as well. Stomp has actually gotten out through the door, waiting by the CT vent, or the T vent rather. Crystal reaggressing the lobby, and he's going to get held as well. It's just left to Sticko. We talk about his clutch potential. Well, now is going to be a better time than ever.
Deagle in his hand. Oh, the timing is absolutely brutal, but he sees both of them. He goes back. He needs this kill on towards Innocent before he slips away. Trigger Discipline is on point. He's wanting to get into a better position. Eventually will take the shot. Already on the bomb site, though. Nothing Sticko could have done. That clutch was beyond his skill set, unfortunately. And will be done by Illuminar. 5-3. Looking good on the T side.
Yeah, clearly a lot of depth from Illuminar on this map, right? We're seeing that from the amount of outside takes this T side has already shown us. You know, not just the traditional wall of smokes down towards B, but splits inside of main, plays back through garage into Heaven. We've got a lot of ideas, and that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
GODSENT are going to know these ideas, though. As I said, you know, beaten by this team yesterday on this map. Sends inside the smoke outside. There's a player late to the party. Even if he gets this kill, there's Oscarish to trade, and it won't even be a trade. It'll be an advantage taken by Illuminar as they push into this B site. First time we've seen them actually commit with numbers through secret, and it's working pretty well. Michael gets one kill, and they can always bail and go back outside, considering GODSENT have 3 CTs here. Yeah,
GODSENT have a chance here to do some more damage, and that's something they were pretty good at on Overpass. The fact that they could still do damage on these pistol rounds. Crystal with an SG in his hands. Madden still with a CZ as well. Crystal going in towards the ramp room. Back up. It wouldn't be a bad save over here. You know, the SG into the CT side of Nuke especially, that's absolutely perfect. When the AUG meta was in full swing, Nuke used to be a very scary map to go up against those CTs on. You see a lot of AUG specialists just be so strong with the scope weapon. Having an SG over would definitely be a little bit of a throwback to that era, but Madden's getting aggressive. Currently holding in towards the radio room. It's Innocent who will drop him. Madden out of there, but Crystal desperately looking to try and hold on to this. White-knuckling the SG.
He's going to die to the bomb if one of these players doesn't kill him instead, and considering he's running towards a spawn, that will spell the end of his life. Stomp's found him. He had to move there.
Yeah,
if he sticks in hell, the bomb's going to kill him. He had no armor, taking even more damage to that explosion radius.
Pick your poison at that point.
Bullets or explosion? What do you pick?
Explosion's quick. I guess bullets would be quick as well, depending on where you're getting shot, though.
Yeah.
If you get shot in the legs or something, you know, it could be a long, slow bleed out, you know, then I'd rather just be blown up, incinerated to dust. And that might just be what these Illuminar players will be if they go towards the AWP, or in fact the M4 of Sticko in towards the ramp room.
He's got to give it up though, doesn't get a shot off correctly and has to fall off towards B. Ramp getting conceded. Illuminar, do they commit towards his lower sight though? There's a rotation as well in the form of this AWP, and Michael Ailey hits a shot. Sticko with 2 big kills. Michael Ailey getting caught though by that Krieg. So good at range. Sticko needs a third. He can't do it. Mono's found him. 3-on-3 here inside of the site, but Crystal has at least re-aggressed in the lobby to his success. 2 players alive for Illuminar, both on this lower site. The bomb plant will be allowed, but past that is going to be a hard one.
Window broken, giving away the position of one of these 2 players here in Illuminar. Mono gives away his as well. They know exactly where they are, but that Molotov so solid still was not aware of the possibility of Zen on the flank. And now Reet has to hold off against 3 players with 6 HP. The time ticking as well. Reet holding on. Zen moving forward. The Molotovs all coming in. Fire and flames towards Reet, but he does well to find one, but the defuse was always coming through. GODSENT, a good retake.
Yeah, very well done. You know, taking their time despite getting mollied off on that door as well. Zen still getting a crucial kill on the ramp flank. And Sticko, hey, he may miss his shots down on the ramp, but that reposition to B is perfect. The AWP actually didn't find the tag to Reet. It was Sticko getting a dink. So he gets 2.5 kills there on the B site. GODSENT with 4, but still down in this map. As expected. Madden's going to go outside, aggressive behind that smoke. Wall of smoke's coming down, but no one crossing behind it just yet. They're sitting back towards a silo. He needs to be careful, hearing footsteps as they land. Do Illuminar check this?
Oh, no, they line up. Only 1 kill though from Madden. He certainly could have got more. At least he gets the 1. It could have been even worse. Zen sitting back on the stairs in secret, looking to try and pick them off. He has got Innocent. It's still a 4v3, a man advantage for GODSENT. Sticko at long range, low HP, but Zen has walked around the corner and collected that kill. It's Mono and Oskarish. A 2 versus 4. This is not going to be easy, but it's still recoverable.
Oh, not anymore. Yeah, that's the bomb. Michael Ailey, big kill in that site. And Crystal has the cover from main as well, plus a player in vents, making his presence known, but it's Crystal to finish off the round. And 4 alive for GODSENT as well. They're going to make some money in that one. A welcome bonus as Illuminar call out a tactical pause going forward.
I'm liking the CT side. Basically, what I'm seeing here is that Sticko was not lying. In fact, they have patched up a lot of the holes in their CT side. Rotations have been good. They've been changing their setups. They've been adapting. And Illuminar maybe starting to feel a little bit more pressure today.
I think a big question for me is, you know, the worry is with every round that Illuminar get on the T side, well, GODSENT have to replicate that. Yeah. And then +1. Yeah. And that's the question, right? It's the depth. We know Illuminar love to play this map. They put in work on Nuke, and they've got a lot of executes in the yard. The question is, do GODSENT have the same? We don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. They got 4 rounds on their T side initially when they played this yesterday. And that was the first half. That wasn't 4 rounds getting closed. That was an 11-4 half. Well, right now, if GODSENT repeated that in their T side, well, Illuminar already have more than 4 rounds to their name. So there's always that worry.
Well, just pistols and an immediate kill from Sticko on towards Oskarish. This should be a free 6th in the bag for GODSENT. Innocent holding off, hoping for some aggression, but it's not coming through from GODSENT, as it shouldn't, because they currently have a huge advantage in their setup. Michael Ailey. Zen will be the front man holding on to this door push that is inevitable at this point. Flash in, Michael Ailey blinded, he only manages 1. Zen able to trade back, but the pistols are still doing damage. Significant damage as well, but Sticko comes in with a big flank and drops the bomb.
There's the spot as well. Mono not getting out of that one alive. GODSENT do find 6, equaling up with that of their opponent. That being said, you don't want to go equal on CT Nuke. You always want the advantage. And there's still time for GODSENT to take that away. By coming back, though, for Illuminar, the pistols were made quick work of, and now the Kriegs are in their hands. Not seeing too much AWPing on this map so far, but Madden's going to bring it out on the CT side at least.
Switching between different positions, Madden, see if he can spot anything, but nothing being presented from Illuminar towards outside just yet. Innocent playing a much more passive stance. Instead, Illuminar holding a default, a passive one at that. Sticko, again, pushed up, this time with the MP9, but Oscar is going to check the corner. Sticko still wins the battle with an MP9. The spam coming through the wall, but Sticko stays alive.
Yeah, he can get out of there as well. If he could grab the gun, that'd be even better, but he just looks to tuck tail and run. 5-on-4 secured for GODSENT, guaranteed for the time being. And Illuminar, they might go back towards this outside position. Go and throw these smokes. Pretty standard to see teams throw the smokes later. You know, it typically was the start of the round, you'd see them, but not anymore because of those Molotovs that can disrupt the paths. Adam's in here with the AWP in the garage. Zen is pushed up outside as well, and he's let 4 players pass. He's heard all this information, and now he's about to spray them down. That's the bomb dropped in the yard. They may have secret, but they've got to go back.
And Sticko's coming in from the other side. It's a sandwich, and not a good one for Illuminar. They do get rid of Sticko. That's the important kill to find, as he was the thorn in their side, but still a 4v2. Again, unrecoverable as Zen finds the kill towards Staub. It's all on Innocent, and GODSENT, such an important round win from them, and they pick it up convincingly.
That's such a great play from Zen as well, just not rushing those kills. Even the information is enough for GODSENT. They go, okay, 4 players, all down B. There we go. Let's just rotate everyone onto the lower side. We can be ready to deal with that. But instead, he even takes 2 kills and 4 in the round.
And the other thing is, you bring up that point, the fact that Zen does wait, and he didn't do that before, and he got cut off by another player coming in a little bit later on. So he lets them all walk past. He gives them a few seconds, and he catches off multiple players with it.
That's a very good point. And 4 kills at the end of the round for him. That is a fantastic hold towards yard. GODSENT putting Illuminar back to pistols once again. It's familiar territory on this T side, but what can they do with them?
Oh, they have shown that they can do a whole lot with P250s. They seem to be very proficient with the weapon. GODSENT, sadly, for this roster, they've had a few problems against pistols, but they look a lot better at the minute.
Oh, no.
Nade coming in, it's going to be a meaty one onto 3 players. Oscar is taking quite a bit of damage, and they've all got Kevlar as well, so that just shows how strong that nade really was.
Just waiting for the right time to strike. Mono has a Molotov for the hut roof and a flashbang to get these players in. Crystal, no smoke to put out that molly, so he's going to have to commit. Going to have to drop off into the site. Michael Early, bad timing with that smoke, but the gun is out. He's flashed out, and Madden finds one. Crystal doubles up despite dropping off the top, and he finds a third with the Krieg as well. 1 man left up in the site, but can't focus on planting. Needs to fight his way out of battle, but Sticko waits for no one with the flashbang, getting that kill and stealing the AUG right back. It's 8 rounds for GODSENT, 1 left of the half.
Yeah, GODSENT will at least confirm the lead in the second, but obviously, being the CT side, you want to have a little bit more. So 9 on the board would be the magic number for GODSENT. Illuminar coming into this one, all the rifles, all the utility, no money problems at all for the Poles. We'll see if they can post a 7th on the board.
Oh, Madden's going back towards yard as well. We've seen so much aggression out here for GODSENT. It has been the solution to Illuminar's yard plays. Time with the AWP behind red as well, but Illuminar are waiting for it. Innocent covering that position. The rest of the teams inside the lobby as well. They're smoked in the door, making sure that GODSENT haven't taken too many liberties in this round. Zen's actually getting spammed as well. Madden waiting. There's an arm, and he's going to rip it off. Innocent going down, and a man advantage for GODSENT in this round once again. It's Madden on the opening kills, man. It's all we've been seeing this afternoon.
Yeah, he's so solid. That's one of his best attributes, again, that he provides to this GODSENT side. I call him the key, and usually he's a bit of a battering ram. We're going to go straight in towards the A-bomb side. Molotov on towards Pop. Will force the player away, but it doesn't matter. Crystal still finding the kills. They're going to try and vent drop in towards the lower bomb site. And they've lost too many players in this early engagement. Also goes to run across and try and get the bomb plant at least, but he's going to find a headshot. That's a quick one. And Mona will find Michael Lele. Now it's the 2v3, making a 1v3 with Crystal on the successful frag on Mono.
Crystals look so good as well in this game. On top of that heart, nice re-aggression in the lobby from him once more. Just Oscarish left up. He does catch them moving through the secret, taking control towards the vents, and now he can play that bomb, but he can't go too far away. It's Pyre behind the silo, and Man's gonna take him down. GODSENT leave no stone unturned, and those doors opening up will be a closed round on the CT side. 9 at the end of the half. It's a very good showing, but is it enough? Do they have the T side structure? We're going to have to wait and see, and you're going to have to wait and see. Join us after the break for that second half.
Well, GODSENT seem to have patched up their holes. Their weaknesses from yesterday are yet to be seen, and Illuminar on the back foot on their map pick. They currently fall a map as well after the loss on Overpass. There's a lot to do, but they have a chance here in the second half.
Do remember that every GODSENT game today has gone 30 rounds, so we are certainly not done in this second half.
Nope. Strap yourself in, get some snacks. I hope you did in the half, or the halftime break, but we're right into it. Reeds not wasting any more time. Headshot straight away on towards Zen. Man advantage here on the CT side.
GODSENT just running down towards B though. Numbers, I say safety in numbers, but nothing safe about this site. Secret fight for Mono is pretty successful. The trade is there, and Michael Ailey doubles it up. Those are huge kills. That was a 5-on-3, and now GODSENT have a chance. They have the advantage even. The bomb plant in their favor. Door getting locked on. Innocent opening it up. Nico's got a kill, but the trade is in.
Good trade to come through. 10 HP on Madden. Trying to hold on. He's dealt with. Headshot in from Innocent. It's all on Michael Ailey looking to hold from the control room. The window smashed open. Damage being done on towards Innocent with the player moving up to his left. He's not quiet, but Oscarish doesn't care. He walks in, finds the kill, and the defuse. There's plenty of time for it. Illuminar win both pistols here on Nuke.
And they're still down by 2 rounds even after it, so those conversions are going to be very important in this second half. Question is, to GODSENT force, do they try and get on the board early on this T side? They have the option to get Kriegs and AKs into the second round, but yeah, Galil already being brought up for Madden. I think they want to commit to this. Yeah,
I mean, GODSENT haven't, I feel like I haven't seen them eco after losing a pistol. I think they've always went for the force buy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's super viable. Like, you see the buy you can get even after losing the pistol like that. You've got the bomb plant, you get a few good weapons in already. So there is certainly a chance to make this happen, especially with the skill they possess on this roster.
They have the round lead as well, right? So definitely worth considering it. And that's a nice shot. Stomp going to take Madden's face off and looking for a little bit more as well. Crystal's already tagged up from that kill onto Reeds. And the grenade might just finish it, but no, a bit deep. Michael Ailey receiving some damage, but nothing too noteworthy. We've got lots of numbers outside for the CT side, not letting these pistols cross successfully.
Innocent. Just sending back with the M4A4. Looking around the corner, but he can't see anything just yet. Innocent moves forward, Crystal on his right. M4 available to take some damage, and he's done it. Crystal finished off a 4v3. A man advantage here on the CT side was Stomp following it up as well, stamping at Michael Ailey. And it's all on Zen and stick up. SG and Galil definitely doable here if they can find 1 or 2 of these fights. Decent chance actually for Sticko on this A-bomb site if he decides to go down towards Oscarish, but he checks above the hut, and that's always a common position. There's always a gamble on what you're going to look at before you come out, right? Do you check the site or do you check above you?
And 50-50 gets it wrong this time. Zen's going to save his Krieg back in spawn. No one here to stop him, but Illuminar could get aggressive. They don't know it's a save just yet. They don't know what gun is in play, so Zen looking to bring that into the follow-up eco round that GODSENT will have. Either way, a successful anti-eco for Illuminar. Lots of players surviving as well, so this already established GT economy is going to be built upon. And this is where things get really hard for GODSENT.
Yeah, they're going to take a very standard eco here. Hope that Zen can pull off something, but with him saving, obviously you don't get any money moving over, so it is only the SG here. He has to play a little bit safe. He can't afford to throw that away because he's going to move into the next one with no money in the bank. So GODSENT, definitely a strange position to be in, economically speaking. They could have come into this one with full, pretty much a really strong full buy, right? You get the AKs out in quite a bit of utility if they decide to eco in the last one. They decide to go for the investment. It doesn't pay off, and Illuminar now with a chance to even the scoreline. And well, Reach is going to get aggressive. He's going to find himself 2 players. Easy pickings for him. Madden takes him down on the D-goal, but it's not enough. The trade's through already.
Yeah, and Stomp's pushing even further. Zen may be on a Krieg, but he's down to 6. Make that now 2. The grenade lands at his feet, and he does get a nice shot, but that should probably be the last of it. The bomb's been dropped, and he wants to try and save, like you said, to get away with more, or with a gun next round, rather. But that's not going to be easy. Minute and a half on the clock, so they're already inside of the lobby. He's entering enemy territory right now. Smoke down is going to not let him know that Mono's pushed all the way up already, and that's a free Krieg being gifted over. Illuminar 9-9. They find those 3 rounds at the start of the half, like we assumed after winning the pistol round, and now the buy coming through for GODSENT. Like said, Zen's going to be a little bit worse for wear, but he buys a Mac 10.
And that is something that is viable here on Nuke as well. If you send him out straight through the door, he can cause problems if you can get down towards the vent. That's definitely a viable strat.
He has the worst spawn, and he didn't buy armor, despite having a K. Yikes.
Yeah, interesting decision. We'll see what he decides to go with here, or where he decides to go. Even if he finds a better weapon, you kind of want to have the Kevlar in that back pocket. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe he didn't hit the key to buy the Kevlar. Oh, a little bit unfortunate, but we'll see if it comes back to bite him. Front man, definitely the first that will be sent in. Most expendable with Stomp. Oh, good kill, catches off Madden.
Yeah, this Orbis is so good for Stomp as well, right? He's going to find that opening kill. Michaelelli getting a frag on that A-site. Fast play, Crystal trades, and effectively so. Back into a 3-on-3 with the site under control for GODSENT. But Stomp is here on rotation. Flash back in for the repeak. He's going to wrap back towards main instead. Innocent's wrapping lobby also. And GODSENT have a good amount of time to establish post plants here. Zen going back towards the radio room, and Innocent's waiting for him. That aim punch coming through in the worst of ways. And GODSENT left just to 2 on this hold.
It's going through, flash buying up. Oh, he's looking to try and pick them up with the AK. He's not the first, but doesn't expect the second to be from the same position. And Innocent moving forward. The cleanup comes in from Illuminar. The retake successful, and they've taken the lead.
Yeah, just about. Defuse coming through, and the AWP is held as well. That's a crucial factor considering how this outside control is going for Stomp. Didn't see too much CT AWPing in the yard for GODSENT. They were getting smoked off more often than not, but Stomp has been given free reign over this position in the last 4 rounds. Steeko can actually buy a body armor AWP if he wants to, and he will. Hold on to it as well. Maybe got the spawn, not even, but just going to take it for a quick pick into this A site. Smokes outside. Steeko holding onto the ramp, but he's been smoked off. GODSENT blowing open the door and trying to find an angle into main, but Illuminar have players in the rafters instead, not offering up a kill towards Mini. Madden's going to exploit that factor and walking out towards his A site, looking for a kill. Already found Oscarish, that's a big frag, as he looks for Innocent as well. Madden doubling up, those are huge kills. The A site's not open though. Illuminar still have players here, but Madden does not care. 3rd kill of the round, just Reeds left on the site. Steeko's looking up and above though, so if Reeds goes wide, this is his kill. They don't know he's here just yet, and GODSENT are not rushing the issue.
Reeds is sitting on the back lines. Here's the bomb plant. Michaelelli can't get it done. Steeko still alive with the AWP, and he gets the trade. Solid stuff from Steeko. Mono having to back away. But my God, again, Madden, those opening kills, it wasn't enough just the one. He gets all 3 inside of the bomb site, and he's still alive. Mono sits back in hell. They know exactly where he is. And what a round for GODSENT to get 10-10. Scoreline even once more. And Mono mollied back in towards heaven. He has to drop, and Madden with the quad kill. Headshot coming through. What a round from Madden.
This dude is crazy.
Devil giving him some love.
Yeah, give him the rub down. He deserves it after that round. Oh my God, just walking out into A. Great read that there was no one in mini, right? They were holding towards that door, and that's the danger of not having a mini player. Obviously, it's always a risk taking that fight with the door blown open, but even having someone just to swing if the T's get through the door is sometimes enough. Without that, Madden's able to get 4 kills on that A site, and that's put Illuminar on pistols instantly. Yet to establish an economy on the CT side, 1 gun is all they can muster.
It's a perfect chance for GODSENT to try and replicate some of their earlier success on their T side. They can be very solid. And that's the type of stuff you can expect from GODSENT, is the fact that they have that explosive ability and the fact they have Madden, who's been absolutely on point in terms of entry kills, and he goes in again. Good chance to grab another, and there it is. Headshot coming through. Crystal able to pick him up. He finds one on the AWP. Zen will find a follow-up, but these Deagles, they've been solid for Illuminar, and they still stand a chance. With the M4 in play as well on the back of Innocent, he doesn't quite grab his opportunity there.
Yeah, whiffed spray, and that could have been everything. That could have been the bomb drop, but no, he only finds one, and the trade is in for GODSENT. Able to get rid of those pistols nice and easily. I say easily, they lose 3 players, but it's not about how you do it, it's about whether you do it, and GODSENT are at least taking the lead back into their hand on this T side. 11-10. Rebuy back for Illuminar. GODSENT want to make this, or get this over in 2. They're going to have to win Nuke to do so. It's Illuminar's map pick, and they're on the favored side. Everything pointing in position for the polls now. Will GODSENT be able to surprise?
Reach this back in mini. Got the backup on top of the hut from Ostrich as well. So decent change in the setup here on the CT side. They've obviously realized the weakness there that Madden was able to exploit and patch it up. But this time it's Crystal heading in towards outside. He's behind red already, but it's being watched. They have an AUG scoped in. They have to use the utility here, GODSENT, to get across safely. There's no smokes up. Instead, they're just going to try and cross, and they've done it well.
Yeah, no one here to stop them. Stomp was watching it through a gap in hell. Typically the gap you run with the AWP, but that AUG is not going to be able to find a kill from it. Crystal going back up. Not committing towards the fighting lower. Innocent's already here. And GODSENT creeping and crawling back into the lobby. Illuminar don't know how many players are down into B. But Innocent at least knows they're not already on the site. So it's information for Illuminar as this ramp play comes in instead. Mono spotting a pixel gap and a smoke ready to throw at the feet of GODSENT. They're going to go right through it. Or not. I like that they did it.
I like that as well. It's a good decision.
Because I'm just thinking back to that play in Overpass where they go through the monster smoke and they just get absolutely shredded.
Well, Oscarish able to hold on. It's Madden gone. Man advantage picked up here on the CT side. Illuminar looking to deal some more damage. Innocent in towards the lower bomb site. 23 seconds left. Stomp looking to hold on. He manages 1 kill, but only 1. In fact, Oscarish has to do the dirty work. He's also got help from above, but he doesn't need it. A cleanup coming in from Illuminar, and it's 11 on the board. And that was easy.
Yeah, that was not the round that GODSENT wanted, right? They had to bail from that ramp play once they got spotted by Mono, and considering they had a player already down in secret, the attempt was the lower bomb site. It gets denied. And that's going to be a bit of a pause. Well,
I did bring up the point earlier that I could have seen a 2-0 here from GODSENT. That was for the fact that usually they're a pretty good Nuke team. In the event that they won the We Play Forge of Masters Season 2, they played in the grand final against Tricked, obviously now Mad Lions, and they managed to beat them on Nuke, which is an excellent map for that team. And I'll give you 3 guesses, actually 1 guess because it's easy. What do you think the scoreline was?
16-14.
Exactly. So they're no stranger to the long games. And so GODSENT, 11-11, it certainly could go that way again.
We're all about the long games here at DreamHack.
Like to get your money's worth.
Yeah. Let's see what GODSENT can do here. Smokes outside, and oh, Stomp. He's found a early frag onto Madden. That's a man who's been so good at opening up rounds for GODSENT. Well, instead, he gets closed out just seconds in. He has to sit back and watch his team play the rest of this one out. Never a good feeling. Down towards B, GODSENT try and go, but that Molotov's going to get in their way, and the spray is there. Innocent almost getting a kill, connecting some damage. Crystal has crossed, though, as has the bomb. All 4 players for GODSENT down in the lower area, but there's an AWP on rotation, Stomp waiting in the wings.
And Stomp has been excellent, and there's the first face. It will be the easy kill for Stomp as he goes back into the other side of the vent. Sticko takes his head off before he can grab 2. Still the advantage sides with the Polish as they try and hold on towards the lower bomb site. GODSENT need to do a lot of work just to pull this back, and this is perfect. That Molotov, it keeps Mono inside. He has to go forward, and Mike Galele takes his head off. 3 versus 3, 50 seconds in play. Well recovered so far from GODSENT.
Good awareness as well. That's such a powerful position if you don't clear it out, and so many teams, neglect to often do so. GODSENT 3-on-3 here. The retake is on, all coming from the ramp room as well. They got that smoke to throw down towards the door, cut off the line of sight, the main line of sight to stop that bomb defuse, but there's a hole in the door. Spam can come through. Zen waiting for the cross. Flash has set his teammates up as well, but they're going to know now that he's in the radio room. Stico for that defuse. They're on it. They're on it. And the spray's not connecting. So much damage. 2 HP and he's off. Michael Ailey saves the day here. They're back on the bomb. Sticking it this time. Reaches on the defuse and Michael Ailey can't stop him. It's a retake. It's a win. And it's a 12th round for Illuminar. How the hell did they get away with that?
That was chaos. Milliseconds on the initial stick. Michael Ailey saves them, but they go back for it again. And Illuminar just throw everything at the lower bomb site. And they can't hold on. GODSENT let that one slip. And Illuminar into the lead. It's 12-11. And the Polish, they might have just salvaged control at a crucial stage. But GODSENT, still another buy. Still coming at them.
And the swaps out for Michael Ailey. He's going to look for the quick main pick. Stomp was able to take an advantage from that position in the previous round. Well, he's not there this time. That op instead down towards the ramp room. Could rotate down towards B as well, play that secret position, but no one's crossed outside, and Reitz can confirm that. He's outside in the garage. GODSENT sitting outside of ramp as well. Double setup, and the AWP is gone. Do they expect a second player, though? Because look at this position from Mono. They're going to walk right past this, and Mono could do so much damage here. He could win the round for Illuminar.
Oh, well, he spotted the first. That's the bomb. He's got a second chance here as well. He lines up two and might even be a third, but he has help from Innocent. And he will be the man to drop them. And in fact, it does look like Mono has done enough. But Crystal has other things to say. A headshot on towards Reitz, scoped back in towards the ramp room. Mono still inside of the position behind the box, and Crystal, two different angles to deal with. He spots one player going back to mid, but Innocent takes his head off. So quick on the trigger. And now Madden, he's been absolutely stellar, but he has to show up again.
Yeah, gets past the AWP. He gets the info. There's 2 players out on ramp at least, but he can't afford to waste too much time. 40 seconds as he gets out onto ramp. No utility to force a gunfight either, and Mono's just not giving it to him. Jiggling as utility comes through. And that's a nice shot, but he's down to 8 in the process. Innocent doesn't have to take this fight, just needs to cover the position. Oscar is coming on the flank, and that should be it. 13 rounds. Illuminar back-to-back rounds on this CT side. They found 3 in a row. GODSENT may be running out of steam here in the second half. This T side is looking lackluster.
Especially because the rounds that they've lost are just going to break their mentality as well.
Yeah.
You know, if you're in a situation where you have the lower bomb site, the time is ticking, you've got the bomb planted, nearly just barely survive a ninja defuse and then go back and lose the round anyway. Unfortunate stuff for GODSENT. Finally, they get another pause in here, and they're definitely starting to crumble. It's hard to find depth on Nuke as well. If you haven't exactly made this your home map, you have to try and think of new things every time and adapt on the fly. And if you're playing up against a team like Illuminar who really practice this, that's when things become difficult.
That's the thing, yeah. GODSENT's plans, it's not like they've been bad plans. They've been good plans, but Illuminar have had the perfect setups to deal with them, right? Even when GODSENT get that ramp kill, they take down the AWP that's been such a nuisance. They get into position, boom, this is double setup, and Illuminar have a player in an unorthodox position. It's these little gimmick plays from Illuminar that are getting them in advantageous positions. 13-11. Crystal, he's wrapped main real fast. Reitz is ready for it though. Madden has to trade and he can't. Reitz with a double. It's Illuminar with a 5-on-3. This is falling apart for GODSENT, and it might just be done with that. The bomb getting dropped in the lobby. And what can you even do at this point?
Yeah, the force buy not really working here for GODSENT, and this spells bad news for the European mix, but for the Polish, it's absolutely perfect. Sticko left alone, 1v5. First kill picked up, but Innocent drops him, and Illuminar are picking up steam. They are looking so solid, and with a great chance to take map point. Illuminar really in the driver's seat right now on Nuke.
Yeah, 2 rounds separate them from Vertigo, and that's where they want to end up in this best-of-3 for the semi-finals or for elimination. And GODSENT, hey, they may have taken their map pick in a close affair, but this one is not looking quite as close. They want another 30-rounder, but it might not be up to them.
I want to know whether or not they go for a buy again.
I can answer that question.
You can indeed.
They have.
And that is definitely an interesting decision. It's one that, for me, if they don't win this, it's over. We go to a third map because this is so much on the line. They've invested everything they possibly can.
I do understand this buy, though, right? You don't want to be playing up against 15 when Illuminar have a 4-round lead. Overtime just means more rounds, and GODSENT, they're having trouble with regulation, let alone more than 30.
Well, not a great start. Sticko taking so much damage on board, dropped to 49. Reitz in towards Mini. He's going to drop in towards the lower bomb site already. Knowing the possibility that GODSENT are already in towards the lower bomb site. Successful outside execute. They've made their way through in towards the lower site. Now it's on to Reach to see if he can get anything done. He's going to spot them crossing. Doesn't go back at the right time. He might just find one, but not even that. He's gone back. It's Mono only managing the one kill. Madden able to reply. Oh, this is so important.
Oh,
Reach
no.
with the spray and Zen drops him on the Mac 10. It's a 2v4 and the force buy is working for GODSENT. Oscarish and Stomp in a 2 versus 4 retake of the B bomb site.
And they've been so good in these retakes before, and they've already found the first kill back in. Kits are available and plenty of util for this retake. Flashback to set Stomp up, but there's no kill that's going to be provided by this AWP. That Molotov could be good, but it just misses a few centimeters off. Oscarish, if he wants to go for this, he's going to have to be the one to force the fight. Stomper swapped out his weapon, but at this point, I think they're realizing this is a done deal. This is a save. And GODSENT 12 rounds. That force buy, like you said, works wonders. Keeps them in this map, keeps them in Nuke. It's important. They're still going to need to get more.
Yeah, it's important to keep 3 alive here as well, because their money still wouldn't have been great if they lost quite a few players. So they managed to keep 3 players alive. That's enough money on Zen and Michael Lele to drop over AKs to some of these lower players if they want more utility in play. Madden on 3.9k. Crystal's good for money, so he's not really needing too much here. Zen certainly could drop over if needed. And he doesn't even do so. Madden gets the SG. Crystal's going to take the hit and go on towards the Galil. So definitely a team player here. You want to have your best players on the best weapons, and Madden certainly has been that.
Yeah, fast play again for BR. It's all that's worked for GODSENT. This ramp play, even the A splits have been pretty lackluster. That Kree, the scope eludes the vision of Madden. He goes down. Crystal finds the timing though, and he catches Reet out in position. Innocent fighting, dropping the bomb, but Michael trades in from main, and Crystal needs to watch for this vent dive. Oh dear, Stomp! He's found a shot and he's escaped as well. Back down into the depths of below. Mono's mollied off in heaven. That gives time for the bomb plot to come in, but they're not taking that opportunity.
Starts to take shot by Stomp. Able to pick that up. Michael Lele on the back line. Sticko looking to try and get that bomb planted. He does so easily.
Oh no!
Over the top. No, he stops the bomb plant and drops Michael Lele. Smoke comes in at the right time. Sticko, he's been clutch so far, but needs to do it again. The 1 versus 2 to take GODSENT to 13 to save their chances to stop them falling to map point.
And he's going to go the long way round. Doesn't want to commit to that bomb plant. Stuck in on the A site. Michael wasn't covering him. He was so concerned about the mini wrap when the only position they were open to was heaven. A huge time to make a mistake. As Stico's now got to do it all alone. Creeping and crawling.
Ooh.
Out through this ramp room. If he goes towards hell, he is going to be in a world of hurt.
I think Sticko thinks this is the big brain play, but Mono is ready. He understands it completely.
Oh.
And Sticko was just not ready. Mono drops him. A really important round there for Illuminar to win. And GODSENT, this might be the end of their Nuke dreams. And the end of the 2-0 dream as well.
I would have loved to see Sticko go down lower there, right? Because the last information he had was Heaven and Main were the 2 players left up. And you know, no one on B. There would have been a chance for him to plant. Obviously, you know, he's not to know that, but there was an opportunity. 15-12, and GODSENT, they've still got a chance to keep this going, but they're going to have to win in overtime, and that's not looking too realistic. Nades are good though. Stomp getting blown to pieces on 10 HP. GODSENT with an AWP and a pistol in the same buy. It's a mixed bag.
Slow approach from GODSENT, not wanting to make any errors. They've already got a player on the lower side of the map here in terms of Innocent. Stomp holding on, the door wide open, so Madden has to try and swing quickly. Opfi Mac 10, I think I'm going to have to favor Stomp in this aim duel. Comes down to timing though, whether or not Stomp is looking that way. He's going towards the back of the bomb site. Low HP. Molotov coming in, that prevents his position. And while Madden's got 1 kill, he drops Stomp and a second kill as well from Madden on the Mac 10. Crystal on the Deagle finding success. And GODSENT, they keep pulling the rabbit out of the hat.
How on earth are they making every round winnable? These forces keeping GODSENT in the game, and Illuminar, they've got to give them the respect they deserve. A save coming through at 15-12. Weapons being held onto, but there's not going to be a whole lot of money moving forward for Illuminar. That's the first round in 3 for GODSENT. They get out with a lot as well. Double AWPs. See, it's kind of a weird one, right? Because you're getting out with 2 AWPs, but you don't really want to take 2 AWPs. You can see Stico's desperately looking for a gun on the ground to try and upgrade or downgrade, but at this point, 2 AWPs is more of a handicap than anything on the T side of Nuke. Good at finding those opening kills, but past that, you're going to have trouble. I think at this point, you can't justify just buying a rifle and just throwing the AWP out the map, because at this point, you lose 1 round, you've lost the map anyway, so why even bother?
You could also try and just use one of them, whoever has the best spawn, toss it to someone, try and get that opening kill and have the rifle available to come back with. But then again, it comes down to the risk of whether or not you lose that player, so I definitely wouldn't be against them picking up a rifle here and throwing away that secondary AWP. But they're not really spoiled for cash, are they?
They can do it. They can still buy. Yeah, Michael A just bought a rifle, and that's a good idea. Get an AK, get rid of that second AWP.
It really does hinder you, especially with the approach that GODSENT have been using, which is just explosive, right? The slower approach has definitely played into Illuminar's favor. The only rounds that GODSENT have been winning is when Madden just goes wild.
We're going to have a 30-rounder. I will tell you that much, because look at this. Illuminar, they're going to take an eco round. They're going to give it up for a moment. Pistols and those 2 saved rifles from the CT spawn. But not heavy buys on the 3s that didn't survive, so grenade outside for Innocent. That's a good bit of damage to Zen. Every little bit counts, and Madden's going to try and cross down towards B. Innocent missing the timing. Oh dear, the spray's there. Madden with 2 points of health gets away with a kill, and Reese is dropped as well. It's a 5-on-3 for GODSENT.
Well, certainly looking likely we're going to see 30 again. Madden finds the headshot, dropping Mono, and it's a 5 versus 2. A man advantage to play with. Zen has picked up Oskarish, only stalled P2000 in hand, and 15-14. We've gone the distance again. Will we go more though? Will we get the bonus rounds coming up? We haven't seen overtime for GODSENT today. We have seen every single map go all 30 rounds though.
Let's see if they can break the curse. 31, maybe, we'll see. The buy's coming in for Illuminar. It's not pretty, I'll tell you that much. It's a Deagle, an MP9, 2 M4s, and an AWP. But GODSENT have done more with less in this T side. They want 2 force buys to keep themselves in this game. Stomp, he has been insane on the CT side of the AWP, even though the numbers don't necessarily show the full story. Lots of opening kills. And lots of kills he shouldn't have had. GODSENT, again, just looking to crunch this A site, but there are numbers here, lots of them.
Good damage, so much damage done towards GODSENT by that mid. Madden doesn't get the opening kill. This time he loses it. And that's something we haven't been saying a lot in this game.
Not the start the GODSENT wanted by any means of the word. Illuminar looking to bring us to Vertigo, but Seiko has found a kill with that AWP. Boost up on top of the rafters, Reach going above. They commit towards A. They're walking into such a heavy setup right now. Everyone here, and Mono's found himself a kill with that AWP as well, picked up off the body of Stomp. Oskarish waiting on top of the hut. He's given away his position, dropping off. Crystal coming through the door. Oskarish spraying and praying. He will find 2. They line up. It's just Zen left up, and Illuminar have done it. Another 30-round bonanza. GODSENT can't quite close it out, though, and no overtime for them. The polls show us that Nuke, rather, is still their map pick.
It's exactly the same way the previous series played out today, right? They win the first one 16-14, they lose the follows up 16-14. If they continue the pattern though, on Vertigo, that should go that way, right?
We're in for a long night.
We are indeed. Vertigo is going to be an interesting one for sure.
Yeah, I mean, maybe 30 rounds coming up. To be fair, I'm kind of excited to finish just on Vertigo. You know, of all the maps, this has been such an exciting one this tournament as well. So Vertigo coming up next. Final map of the night. Final map to decide who will be going to those semi-finals tomorrow here for DreamHack Open Sevilla. Do join us later in just a moment. We're going to go for a break first, though. Vertigo in just a sec.